Video 13, Pitcher Stamina. Pitcher Stamina is a fairly straightforward process. We have a stamina rating on the card. That's the amount of batters the pitcher can go in his normal state of freshness, and he will then, on the next batter, or in this case for Dennis Martinez, 31st batter, hit the fatigue. Jose Meza is a reliever. He's got 6 batters, and on the 7th batter, he hits fatigue. So that's as straightforward as it gets. It does change a little bit when there's a pitcher like Scott Sanderson who has both game starts and games relief on his card. So oftentimes when they've got a lot of games in relief, it'll bring down that batter's face per appearance quite a lot. And it's not really fair on these guys when they do start because they don't get enough stamina batters to get through a good portion of the game. So in this case, 22, we're going to give him a little bit more because he's got relief. How do we come to that little bit more? We take his games in relief. We want to take that 4, and we want to half that. So we want to take 4 and half it down to a 2. So we take that 2 and we add the 2 onto the stamina. So when he's starting, he can go 24 batters in his normal fresh appearance style. On his 25th batter when he's starting, he will then enter the fatigue state. When he's relieving, just do the right thing according to the situation. Pitch 1 inning, that's great. Pitch 2 innings, that's fine. He can obviously, with this sort of card and this amount of stamina, be a guy who comes on in long relief and pitch 3 innings if you want to. But you'll know how to use him and just do it to the best of way you can according to the game situation. Now there is a couple of rules that would change that. The first one is the 5-run rule. When a pitcher gives up his 5th run, the very next batter he's considered fatigued. Now you may want to change that if you're playing like a really, really offensive season. Say it's like in 1998 or something like that. But generally on the 5th run, fatigued, and the next batter you'll be under the fatigue rules. This doesn't apply for relief pitchers, only for starters. Relief pitchers just pitch normally on the next batter after the stamina rating. They're going to be in fatigue. The only other rule is the 4-run rule, and that's 4 runs in 1 inning. It doesn't again apply to relief pitchers. So if you give up 4 runs as a relief pitcher, you're generally going to be past your stamina rating. But as a starter, say in the first inning, Dennis Martinez gave up 4 runs and he's only got 1 out, he will enter the fatigue state and the fatigue process for the rest of the inning. If he gives up the 5th run in that inning, then he's in the normal fatigue process. But if he gets out of that inning just giving up the 4 runs and he's got only 4 runs total, then the next inning he'll go back to his normal stamina routine, which would mean he'd have 30 batters and then on the 31st. As soon as he gives up his 5th run, obviously, down the track, he's under the fatigue system. But in this case, it means that someone who gives up 5 runs in the first inning or in the first few innings, they're under the fade or under the fatigue system straight away. If you give up 4 runs quickly, you got a chance to recover until you do give up that 5th run, and then you're back under it.